Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to talk about these two different stability shoes and why these both are really my favorite. But if I had to choose one, which one would it be? Well, I'm going to tell you in today's video. So here I have got the Hoka Arahi shoes, and then I've got the Brooks Adrenaline shoes, and these two have been my go-to shoes for training, and I'll tell you exactly why. Well, I am over 200 pounds and I'm a pretty, I guess, hefty guy when it comes to running. But I've actually had two different foot surgeries. I have fallen arches, so I don't really have an arch whenever I stand without a shoe that doesn't have arch support, and my feet are just jacked. So investing in a good pair of shoes is extremely important to me to be able to train and not get injured. So whenever I first got back into jogging, running, I was running in a different kind of shoe, and I stumbled upon these. I did some research and I got a pair of the Brooks Adrenaline shoes. And after running in those for a while, I had seen a lot of buzz about the Hoka Arahi shoes, and I got a couple pairs of these. And so over time, I have ran majority of my runs in these two different training shoes. I've gone through several iterations. I think I've had 3 pairs of these and then 2 pairs of these in different versions. So these are currently the Arahi 6. There's actually an Arahi 7 out right now, but I haven't ran in those. But there's a little bit of a difference to each shoe and why I have liked both of these, and it's really hard for me to choose between them. So I will start with the Hokas. The Hokas, one thing I really like about them is just they're really cool looking. I'll say that I think the designs are a little bit more cool, a little bit more fun. You look at the bottom, this one has kind of like a cool color scheme. Another thing I like about these shoes is if you look at the back here where it meets like your Achilles tendon, it's angled back, and for some reason my shoe kind of like rubs right here, and depending on the day, like if I don't have like the right pair of socks or my socks go down, this can cause some rubbing. It also allows you to easily put the shoe on. These shoes have like a really nice light fabric up in the front, and overall it's a great stability shoe. It's got like a wide profile back here in the back, and you can kind of see the way that it's designed. It's got a couple different types of foam in it, and it's really cushiony, and I think a lot of that is just because there is a lot of height in the heel, and there is a lot of foam back here to absorb the impact from a heavier runner. As far as the bottom goes, you can see these are pretty well worn. I've had these for a while, and they definitely like wear down on the bottom pretty fast. It's just the way that the bottom is designed for these shoes. This is just like a foam, whereas like this is kind of like more of a rubber, where the I guess you'd call that like a teal color is. And you can tell, and the great thing is you can tell where I strike on my heel and how I run looking at these shoes. But overall, I don't think you could go wrong choosing these if you're going to run in something and you need a good stability shoe where you have a little bit more padding, especially for somebody that's heavier like I am. Next I'll go to the Brooks Adrenaline, and here is that shoe. I've ran quite a bit of miles in this pair also. They're a little bit newer, but you can tell looking at the bottom, this all is a rubber. So I just feel like overall on the bottom of these, they are going to last quite a bit longer. They wear a little bit better just because the way they are. You can tell that in a difference though, like these just feel heavier. And if you look at the back of these here, I don't know if y'all can see that, but what I was talking about on the Hokas, they have the angled part in the back where it flares back. I kind of like that. I wish they had something like that on this shoe, and you can tell where I've slid these on and like worn out that little part right there. Overall, I like these a little bit more, and I'll tell you why. One, I think the foam is a little bit firmer on these. So for somebody that's heavier like me, I just feel like it provides a little bit more stability, and just the way the shoe is designed. I'm sure there's a ton of science that goes behind this, but overall, I feel like this is better for somebody that's got a little bit bigger frame for a stability shoe, and they just last. Like, they're such a great shoe to run in for somebody that's a bigger runner that needs that stability to help control your foot, and then also to provide some cushioning for those long runs where you can run a good 8-10 mile training run and not end up getting injured or end up with shin splints or something like that. So if you've ever tried either of these shoes, please comment down below and let me know your impression, especially if you tried the Arahi 7s. I've seen some reports that they've made some changes to those and they're quite a bit different. I've heard they've added some more rubber to the bottom and they're a little bit different than the Arahi 6 that I've ran in, because I've had the Arahi 5s and the Arahi 6. But as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and just remember to get outside, do something awesome, take somebody with you, and remember that God has blessed us with this one body, and we have to take care of it, because it's going to be the body that we're able to use to get through this life. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you guys are looking for a race shoe or a speed training shoe, check out this video right here for the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4, and I will see you over in that video.